Very good morning. Today we are going to have our session with the topic of soft skills. So we are going to see in the coverage of the soft skills, leadership is one of the soft skill that can be taken and shown to the children with the effectiveness of the learning of these communicative skills in the children there. And what are these skills which can be taken into the consideration of the following points to be followed by the taking of these skills into the consideration. Then before entering into the qualities of these leadership skills, you can have the definition of the leadership skill, and I shall give the definition of the leadership skill that gives our leadership skills are the skills required to effectively motivate and lead a group of people. And you can see that who is the leader in the class, whoever is having the qualities of the leader only, you can make him effectively to motivate or to lead a group of people in an organization. So that is the thing why he is going to be called as a leader or monitor. Then you can see that these are the points which can be seen effectively as part of our points or the group of the people that led in an organization. So the one is leadership skills are the skills required effectively to motivate and lead a group of people or an organization. Employers are constantly on the outlook, or employees are the constantly outlook for those exhibiting skills listed below are having the leadership skills when you attempt to home there. Then here these are the listed few leadership skills when you are going to attempt to home there. Then first point you can see with the having of communication. The first one you are going to have with the communication. Then what is the meaning of these communication? You can see only through open communication can a leader coordinate with his or her workers on a delegate task, monitor progress, address issues, help, inspire, and ensure deadlines are met. So these are the points of these communication where you can see that only open through communication can a leader coordinate with his or her co-workers there and delegate his tasks or monitor progress, address issues, help, inspire, and ensure deadlines where they met. And this can be taken as in the explanation of communication, or a leader is going to be coordinated with his or co-workers there, and that delegate tasks or monitor progress and address these issues. Self-confidence. Leaders are often expected to make difficult decisions. You can see that self-confidence, leaders are often expected to make difficult decisions there. Then self-confidence means whatever you want to have your expectations to make in a difficult decisions, you should have to take in order to do. They must have faith in their choices and must be confident in their own skills, and to such extent they can motivate through these they supervise there. And you are going to see with these things this self-confidence should be there. Then what are these leaders are there? These leaders are often expected to make difficult decisions there. In order to do that, they must have faith. They must have faith in their choices and they must be confident in their own skills there, in such to an extent that they can motivate those they supervise there. and that is the process of the self-confidence. Then honesty, then come to the point of honesty there. In order to maintain a company's integrity, so honesty you can take into the faith. In order to maintain company's integrity, leaders must be honest and ethical, ensuring co-workers and never have to do things they might be uncomfortable in doing. So you can see, in order to maintain a company's integrity, leaders must be honesty and they should have to be ethical with having of ensuring of workers there, and they never have to do things they might be uncomfortable in doing things there. Then fifth point you can see is fairness. A leader will have to assign to protect co-workers. Then fairness means without having any low inner feelings there. Fairness means inside and outside he or she should have to be shown with the assign of good projects of the workers there, and a leader will have to assign projects to co-workers. This means that he or she must understand strengths and weakness of her or his co-workers and delegate tasks fairly in an diplomatic objective manner. So totally the fairness will be expressing in saying of their weaknesses workers with the delegate having of the tasks in diplomatic objective manner, doing so well and resolve the potential work issues. And this is the fairness about of a leader who assign the works to the co-workers there. And with the last point you are going to see with the positivity. And what is this positivity? You can see focusing on the positive and always looking for solutions can result in a leader inspiring of co-workers. Leader must have strive to be good and role models there. And how a leader should be, the positive points of the leader should focus on the positive side and they should have always look for solutions. One can result in a leader or inspiring the co-workers, and leader must thus strive to be good and to be in a role model there. So now you can see these are the 5 points of the leadership qualities of the skills which are required effectively to motivate or to lead a group of people in an organization there. And these are the 5 points. First point is of side point is of communication, and second point is of self confidence, and third point is of honesty, fourth point is of fairness, and fifth point is of about positivity. And these 5 points should be followed by a person to have or to show to have capacity in the hands of showing mostly the leadership skills which is going to be required in a person to motivate or to lead a group of people in an organization. So this is the part of the communication skill where you can expand even by the showing of these measures which are to be taken by any person to show the qualities of leadership which the potential is inward in him. So this is the task which has been given to inculcate the qualities which may affect in the having of these leadership qualities there. And after these soft skills, we shall see some more point of the topic which is being covered with to the value orientation. So what is value orientation? In this now, this describes that the pen is mightier than sword. So now you can see how the pen is there and how the pen is being compared with the mightier than sword. So you can get this value orientation by the knowing of the composures of the words that are being given here. In the act of the two-scene play of the conspiracy, you can see by Edward Bueller Lytton, a characters of utters on the lines beneath the rule of men entirely great. The pen is mightier than sword. The line grew to become common expression which meant communication is faster and more effective, influential and powerful than weapon or violence there. This idea is clearly illustrated by the Treaty of Versailles there, and which was one of the major peace and treaties that signed at the end of the World War I. The signing that treaty changed the courses of several countries and unshared in an era of peace, something weapons and force could not even accomplish. Writing can until Writing can instill a number of emotions within a reader: joy, grief, anger, jealous, etc. So this is a powerful means of in which who have widely given with the having of pen have been able to connect with a large audience and trigger of the having massive changes. The French Revolution is an example of writers, including this Rousseau, tapping into the emotions of the people and instilling for a change. Unlike the sword, a pen can be wielded by anyone, and the power it wields is greater than that of any weapon. So that is why the pen is given as the pen is mightier than sword. So this is the value where we are going to get from the value orientation of the given the pen is mightier than the sword, that can be taken into the consideration of value orientation. This can be given at last finally by the giving of many examples of these Rousseau, by the tapping into the emotions of the people, inviting or forcing of the desire of the change there, and the sword can be taken as the wielded by anyone, and the power that wields so far greater than of one of any weapon could be considered. So this can be taken by the getting of the value message to the people, where you can see that how the utility of the pen is more mightier than the sword. So this is the soft skill and the value orientation. From this session we can have our class. So the remaining part of the session can be included into the following of the next class, that is to be taken in the other content. Thank you.